Hello students, in this small video, let us understand the principles of group mobilization. We know that organizing a group, mobilizing a group and working with a group is a very important instrument of community development. What is group mobilization? Group mobilization is the process of engaging people to join hands to identify their as well as community priorities, resources, needs, and solutions in such a way as to promote representative participation, good governance, accountability, and a peaceful transformation. We know that the goal of group mobilization in rural areas is to raise the status of the poor in a society through capacity building for self-awareness, self-development, and self-realization. Now, let us understand the meaning and importance of group mobilization. In the context of rural development, group mobilization is considered as a process through which action is stimulated by a group of people itself on participatory and sustained basis to improve their socio-economic profile. So, the important in motivating the people and encouraging the participation. So, group mobilization is very important in motivating and encouraging participation. It helps in building community capacity to identify and address community needs and empowering the community. It promotes sustainability and long-term commitment to a community change movement. So, the process of group mobilization can be understood like this. See, one thing in the initially we need to prepare to mobilize. Then we need to organize the community for mobilization and then explore the common issues and set priorities and then plan together, work with the community and work out. And the next stage is acting together along with community work and evaluate together and scale up the activity. This is the process of the group mobilization. The most important principles of group mobilization, number one is understanding the group and its usefulness. A community worker need to understand that the existing group or evolved group or organized group is very useful in bringing about transformation, desirable transformation at the community level. So one need to understand the principles of group, usefulness of group. Both community worker and people need to be aware of the usefulness of the group. The second important principle is the group should come forward to identify its leaders. So a leadership should emerge within the group. It should not be one imposed from outside. That is very important. The third important principle of group mobilization is focus on group. A leader of a group should draw all his powers from the group itself and not from outside. That means a leader who is identified or who has voluntarily accepted to lead a group should command should have command over the group. On what basis? On the basis of his concern for the empowerment of fellow men, his involvement, his knowledge. So that should make the people in the group to accept the guidance given by the leader. So we say always there should be focus on the group. A group leader should draw all his powers from the group itself. Number four, cooperative decisions. We know that in a group, people voluntarily come together to join hands. People with the same background, with the same threat, with the same objectives, there is something common which brings them together. So every individual is very important. So here the principle is cooperative decision. That means all members of the group should participate in decision making. It should not be a decision that is imposed by the leader or imposed by the non-government organization. The the group itself should involve in discussions, and there should be a decision making process. So the members of the group should have the feeling that it is the decision drawn by themselves. Number 5 is delegated responsibility. Once decisions are made, then execution must be the responsibility of all members of the group. Once members of the group accept that this is our work, then each member should shoulder the responsibility to carry out the group. There should be commitment. Members should be helped. Every member should be helped. See, when a group take a decision to move forward, to work on a project, all individuals may not have the same capability, same level of understanding. So, other members who are more enlightened, more awakened, should help other members who need some kind of help. So, when there is an helping hand, that will create more group cohesiveness. Number 7, due recognition to members. See, members of a group will work together and their contribution must be recognized by other members as well as by the leaders. See, this will encourage higher degree of participation by the members in the future endeavors. Evolve a new method to sustain interest. It is a primary duty of the leader that he derives different methods to sustain members' continuous interest. Members may lose interest. So at that in that context, it is a responsibility of the leader to create interest in such a way by evolving new and new methods. We know that in self-help groups, different activities are conducted to create interest, to energize people in the group. Group cohesiveness. Success of any group depends upon group cohesiveness, or the extent to which the members are attracted to each other and to the group. So always group cohesiveness has positive consequences. It increases the morale and productivity. It is affected by interaction, threat, cooperation, shared goals, attitudes, value, size of the group, etc. As the group size increases, cohesiveness tends to decrease on account of reduced interactions and difficulty in arriving at common goals. Therefore, NABARD says that the size of the self-help group should be within 20. So we know that the group cohesiveness, to what extent members of the group together take decision, work together, come together, stay together and work together, depends upon the group size, effectively managed diversity, group identity, healthy competition, success of the group, level of participation within the group, level of conformity to group norms, emphasis on group goal accomplishment. Yes. So in this video, we have understood important principles of working with groups.